Hey guys, Fazzy back here, and it is finally time for episode 20, the series finale of our Quebec Nordiques Draft to Glory franchise mode in NHL 25. This is our last chance. This is cup or bust. We've been so close, but yet so far. Let's see if this team can get over the hump. The coaching staff, Chris Knobloch still a head coach with Sheldon Keefe as his associate. The other two have not changed. There was no one better in free agency to hire, but once again, it should be more than enough to get this team a very decent result. Looking at our lineups here, again, it's just the best overall players. It's the last chance. We're not trying to develop anyone or grow any players. Best rating gets on this team. All forwards are at least 81 plus, something I don't think we can say before. Rozzy Desnoyers down to 85s, Lemaire 84. Does suck to see some of these guys dropping off, but I think we're still in a good spot. Defensively, the chemistry is a little bit better than last year. Had some conversations, was able to improve it a bit. Again, the defense has always been a weak point for us, but hopefully it's enough to get us through. And then in the net, Lassell and Deschamplain once again, probably for like the 7th, 8th year in a row at this point. I was going to go look at the draft class, but at this point, it doesn't matter. We're going to the Stanley Cup playoffs. Whether we win or we lose, that is where we're going to finish. So once again, for the last time, let me go simulate to near the end of the season and we'll see where this team is at. So I'm actually a little bit concerned here. We currently have a record of 44, 25, and 7. You would think that would be good, 95 points with 76 games to play. But our division is insane. We're in a wildcard spot. Florida's tied with us. Montreal's 1 point behind. Same with Ottawa. This is insane. Any one of these teams could get in. Only 2 spots and 4 teams. So we have a few games left, about 2 weeks, but we just have to win games and we have to get some points. Otherwise, we're going to miss in our final season. Something I did not think was going to happen, and I don't think really should. With the record we currently have, you would think we're a lock to be in the playoffs, but all of a sudden the Atlantic Division just became super overpowered overnight, and everybody is involved. So let's pick up some points here. A few more games against the Rangers. Big win in overtime. Back-to-back to finish off the season. Against the Hurricanes, a 4-1 win and a 6-5 shootout loss. Luckily enough, that is good enough to sneak into a playoff spot with 102 points. We will be facing the Detroit Red Wings in round number 1. So let's go take a look at all our final stats here, team and player, before we take a look at the Red Wings. So finishing with a final record of 46, 26, and 10, 102 points on the season. That is good to put us, what is that, 8th? Yeah, there we go, 8th in the league. So once again, very good season, another 100 plus points for your Nordiques, and just shows how strong the Atlantic Division was this year. Looking at all our player stats, Lefebvre there, 82, leading the way. Joseph, 77. Rozzy there, Ramsey, falling off a little bit. I will go through all of our best players at the end of this video either way, just looking and doing kind of a career wrap-up for them. LaBelle and Norman just continue to crush it on the blue line. And Lassell, 38, 18, and 6, 9-11 save, and a 2.65 goals against average. Let's go take a look here at the Detroit Red Wings. Let's go see what they're looking like here 20 years into franchise mode. So obviously no Raymond anymore. Ranford there. They have a couple of really good centers there, a lot of X factors. Lemieux there on the wing. Yeah, it's a very solid forward core. Defensively, again, looks pretty good. Again, no superstar, but a lot of just solid depth. And an 89 overall goalie. So yeah, this is definitely a very tough test here in the first round. But I like our chances. I like our team. I think we can get through. All right, let's get these playoffs underway. First 4 games, let's see what happens. First game, starting off on the road in Detroit, 6-1 loss, followed by a 2-1 win. Going back home, a 4-3 loss in regulation, followed by a 3-2 win in overtime. So 2-2 through 4 games. Game number 5 in Detroit, it's an 8-2 loss. Okay, that's ugly. We have to win here. The series is over. Come on, game number 6 at home. 3-0 shutout. We're going to Detroit for game number 7. Let's jump into it here. May as well. First period, 0-0. Second period, 1-1. Rossi gets a big goal for us. In the third, 3-3. Next goal wins and moves on. In overtime, the Detroit Red Wings, Lemieux, eliminates the Nordiques and ends the series. Sucks it has to end like that, but I think over the course of this series, we put up a really good fight, and I am very proud of this team that we assembled. So the final Stanley Cup winner, the Vancouver Canucks, get it done in this universe. The Red Wings did actually make the finals. The team that eliminated us went all the way. Unfortunately, could not get the job done themselves. No Vezina Trophy for us this year, and no other awards to show. So I did want to just show off a few of the best players in this series, kind of relive their journey, show off their total points. I'm not going to go through everyone, just the top guys. Starting out with Alexis Joseph, 2027 third overall pick, was a huge part of the series, 1,312 games, 1,195 points. He's been here his whole career and has been a huge part, big face of this franchise. Rossi, 2026 second rounder. Did not think he was going to do as good as he did. He played almost 1,400 games, 1,219 points from a second round pick. He really ended up developing into a real superstar for this team. Moving over to the real face of this team, Caleb Desnoyers, first overall pick, 2025. He was here forever. He would have been the captain of this team. 1,476 games played, 1,276 points. Again, has been here just for so long and was that first line center for almost 20 years, which is crazy. Quinn Norman, probably our best defender ever, third overall pick, 2028. As a defender, put up 740 points, 1,230 games. Again, one of those guys that you expect to be good, but maybe not as good as he was. Going on, is there any other forwards, defensemen? Not really. And our last guy, maybe the best player I've ever had in a franchise mode. William Lassell. It's been a 95 plus for so many years. 575 wins, 404 losses, 914 career save percentage, and a 2.82 goals against. He could still probably go for another 3 or 4 years. He could definitely threaten that all-time wins record. He has been so good for us for so long. Looking at the record books here, I'm not going to go through everything. Obviously, Desnoyers, games played, seasons, goals goes to Rossi, points Desnoyers, and wins, shutouts will obviously go to Lassell. Going at the seasons here again, nothing here I really want to go through for the season records. And then rookie records, Desnoyers holds a lot of those. And surprisingly, for the goalie records, Deschamps playing wins and shutouts. Would not have expected that. Moving over to game records here, Rouleau for goals with 5, assists goes to Joseph Rouleau with 6 points. And then saves of all people goes to Gabriel Daigle in 2025, had a 52 save performance. But yeah, overall I think that's going to do it for this franchise mode. Had so much fun doing a Draft to Glory. I've wanted to do one for so many years. You know, at this point, I was thinking of running one over the summer, but I don't really want to rush it either. We'll definitely pick this up again in NHL 26. Just want to say a huge thanks to you guys if you've watched or checked out this series at all. It means an absolute ton. But that is going to do it for our Nordiques Draft to Glory franchise mode. I will see you all in the next video.